Today I'm gonna be introducing you series of diamond aeroplanes. Look at this beauty. Let me introduce Victor. Victor is a flight instructor who will guide us through this adventurous flying in Iceland. Hi everyone, my name is Konstantin Fedchenko, KFEAvia aviation sale. Today I'm gonna be introducing you series of diamond aeroplanes DA20, DA40 and a very nice twin DA42. Diamond DA20. This aircraft was introduced to the market in early 90s and performed its first flight in 1991. At that moment this aeroplane looked quite differently and it was called Daimona, Diamond Hotel Kilo 36 Super Daimona. That aeroplane was derived version of a glider. Well, to me it looks like a glider. However, the next version of Diamond was equipped with 3-cycle landing gear, cast-iron landing gear, which has no steering from pedals. Now we make a small pause. So back to business, guys. Diamond DA20. The next generation of airplanes were equipped with Rotax engine and it was using unleaded MOGA, so-called automotive fuel. This particular aeroplane is the next generation, which is C1 model and equipped with Continental O200 engine, which is using avgas. This aeroplane was found by many flight schools as a perfect trainer due to its low cost, nice handling characteristics and good endurance due to low consumption of the fuel. As for avionics, this aeroplane can be equipped with standard steam gauges, so-called with standard avionics set. And the other aeroplane which we have for sale is equipped with Garmin G500 primary flight display. Guess what this aeroplane evolved to? And you are right, this is Diamond DA40. It's a 4-seater which was produced initially with Continental diesel engine. To make it short and not make you guessing, Diamond DA40 evolved into Diamond DA42. Which is basically equipped with two Austro engines 300. DA42 is a full IFR aeroplane and is equipped with TKS anti-ice system. Let's have a look at its avionics, but basically it's Garmin G1000 NXI, which is very known among aviators. Diamond DA40 was introduced in 1997 to the market and I would say it's one of the best aeroplanes you can choose at this moment. It has 4 seats, it's consuming diesel aviation gasoline Jet A1, it has modern avionics, it has very simple engine controls, basically it's just one throttle and the rest is done by FEIDEC. Full authority digital engine control unit. What it means to the pilot is that the pilot is only using one throttle and the RPM is changing, the mixture in the engine is changing, the manifold pressure is changing. I'm already correcting myself. In Diamond it's called ECU, engine control unit. And the same as with the Magnetos, there are 2 engine control units per engine. With Diamond DA42 there are 4. Diamond DA40 can take up to 38 gallons of fuel and can cruise at Look at this beauty. This aeroplane can take up to 39 US gallons of fuel, and its consumption is about 5.1 gallons per hour at 60%. This would give you cruising speed of 130 knots and endurance of 7.5 hours approximately. Diamond DA40 is equipped with Ostro engine 300, which is producing 165 horsepower, and MT propeller, MTV R6 to be precise. It's cruising at about 140 knots, consuming 10.4 gallons per hour, and it has the endurance of 7 hours, which is about the same as the DA40, but it has two engines, so it needs more fuel, double. Let me introduce Victor. Victor is a flight instructor who will guide us through this adventurous flying in Iceland with these immaculate aeroplanes. So this airplane is cruising at 110 knots, consuming about 5 gallons per hour, and the full fuel is 24 gallons, correct?
Yes, sir.
So as you can see, guys, the aircraft is handling very easy. Handling of this aeroplane is not difficult on the ground either. You are using the brakes for left and right turns. You have to get used to it, of course, but not difficult. It's pretty busy here. Excellent. Excellent aeroplane. I think for training is very good.
Yeah, it's super good to teach on. The problem is perhaps it's nice to land it, but it really wants to fly, so you kind of have to get the students to get the airplane down. Opposite of. But it's really stable and it's enjoyable to fly. Maneuverable and.
I agree. You can train UPRT on this aeroplane, so it's certified for spin. Is it correct?
Yeah.
And DA40, is it
No.
certified?
It can do spins, but it's not certified to practice them. So
Let's get ourselves repositioned to a DA40. DA40 4-seater version with the luggage compartment in the back. Garmin 1000 and XI.
okay, so I'm gonna get
It's like starting a new car, half a turn.
it is. It's the best.
As I was mentioning before, this plane has an ECU, engine control unit, which you have to do tests. There are two ECU, which means like two magnetos in avgas piston aeroplane. The control is the same, the control stick, the trim, press to talk button.
What you can do, like with the procedure approaches, the flight plans, you can do basically direct to whichever station, DME, VOR.
Yeah, Garmin 1000 gives you a lot of opportunities. Coolant temperature, engine temperature, amperes, volts, warming the baby up. This aeroplane is the Tundra version, which has bigger tires, special rims, and it gives you opportunity to land on unprepared airstrips, as well as Victor says that landings of new pilots are much softer. Good, just full power.
Oh, full power, all the way.
Full, okay, bar set.
On the center line.
Speed alive.
There we go.
autopilot works in the following way. You select heading back, for example, you need to have it in the front, you just press and it centers the heading back. Then you click heading mode, altitude hold for altitude, for holding present altitude, and then engage autopilot. Other modes are vertical speed, if you need to descend or climb. Does it have altitude pre-selector?
You can do flight level change.
Say again?
Flight level change.
It has flight level change, which is basically altitude pre-selector. You press flight level change and then select the altitude, and then you will have to select vertical speed.
No. So I'm gonna turn around. But with flight level change, let's say we were climbing to 2,000 feet. I set the airspeed, and it's gonna maintain, let's say, 88 knots up until 4,000 feet.
And the fuel flow is 5.1 gallons per hour. How do you like this performance, guys? Write in the comment below.
Keep press here. There we go.
I think okay. No? Or was it hard, in your opinion? Yeah.
We were a little bit high when we were flaring, but other than that, it was.
Well, as was mentioned before, landing is forgiven by these huge tires. Your controls, man. Okay?
My controls.
Your controls.
Yes, it is. So it's good to demonstrate and show landings on this one, because you can actually let someone have a pretty hard landing, and it's still within limits.
Yeah, which I kind of had. As you saw, I was flaring at a bit higher altitude than I should do, but yeah. Nobody's perfect, guys.
Another first try.
And now Diamond DA42, guys. The cherry on the top of this cake.
So how did the DA40 feel?
Yeah, it's perfect. You know, I think it's an easiest plane I would recommend for people who want to really join aviation society after getting his PPL. It's not cheap though, but it's nice. It has very nice set of avionics. Especially this Tundra version made me excited. On this flight, Victor will sit on the left side. So I'm a co-pilot. The standard ACU test, you know, guys. Believe it or not, guys, the same handling as the DA20, DA40. DA42 is the same handling feeling. Very nice and smooth aeroplane. Performance of this aeroplane, we have 52% on the power, and we were making 130, which was quite good. It's quite comfortable and spacious. This aeroplane doesn't have moving seat, but you can adjust pedals by pulling that knob and adjusting pedals forward or backwards. Right? It's correct. It's not moving seat, yeah?
No, the newer ones have you can tilt it back. It's so stable.
That's a scary sound. That happens when you reduce the throttle, so it's gear warning.
You can do it.
Yeah, it's okay. Which means that if you reduce power but you don't have flaps and gear down, you will have the warning. Or it has nothing to do with flaps.
It will give you a warning when you're going idle, so you know, oh fuck, I don't have gear.
What an experience, guys. Very nice aeroplane. It's just an up-to-date twin. You feel like you are sitting in a modern aeroplane. Of course, these old Senecas and all the other stuff is nice, but it's nothing, is nowhere around to Diamond DA42. The only thing I would be missing is pressurization. What do you think?
Pressurization on this one. Oof, you can have oxygen masks, but
Yeah, you can, but if you have to fly like 5 hours with your family,
5 oxygen masks.
5 oxygen masks, but for
I
the
mean-
kid is not so comfortable, I guess.
Yeah, because it's an open canopy thing. I think it would have to be some kind of closed door with a lever, and so it like really holds in the pressure. It's just isn't that pressure tight, as you can see.
Thank you very much.
You too. Nice having you. Hope you come back again.
I will. For the ferry flight.
Of course. Not for this one though.
So that was it, guys. Thank you for watching this video. This was Konstantin Fedchenko, KFEAvia Aviation Sales. Subscribe to my channel, join Aviation Society, buy aeroplanes, enjoy this life. Bye bye.